Hello there, wrestling fans, and welcome to another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I'm your host, Joe the Panther the Third, and man, this is such an awesome year. Since the end of March, I've had so many awesome male and female wrestlers, managers, that have come on the podcast that have helped me out and really given me love and support. And of course, people from the UK, once again, thank you everybody that I've talked with. But today I welcome back a young lady and a floof that really helped me out and made me feel so awesome and happy about this. Let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside return for my friend and yours, Violet. Welcome back. Hey, wow. Oh no.
I think Loki were a bit jealous of the spotlight there.
And Loki, I gave you a shout out, Loki, I swear. Welcome back. So welcome back, guys. So what have you guys been up to since the last time we all hung out?
Well, I had a match in March, which went pretty well. It started off as quick pins. I unfortunately got beaten down until I rose back up and I beat him 1, 2, 3. And yet again, I'm still winning.
Yeah. I wish I had that sound recording of what's name? Winning, duh. So, how was your back? I heard that you recently hurt your back.
Oh, after that match, I could barely walk. Tiger put me through a really, really hard time, but I rested it. I obviously went and got it checked out. I had a few bruises, a few foot stamps, but it's nothing that I haven't been through before, and it's expected. It's wrestling.
Yeah.
We do get hurt, but I still won, and I still pushed through.
Yeah, that's the thing about being a wrestler. Everybody thinks that wrestling, because I work with people that are non-wrestling fans, and they always ask me the same stupid question. So, do you think that the next day that they did just get up out of their bed and did just walk over to their couch and just sit and watch TV and get a soda and just watch TV and they're okay? And I'm like,
No.
I talk to these people all
Absolutely
the time. No, like non-wrestling fans don't get it. Like, explain what like a day after a show is like for you, Violet.
Well, I'll either, because obviously after a show, you'll be really tired, you'll be having to speak with fans, so you'll be there for quite a while after your match. So, whenever you get home after traveling, whatever it might be, I'll normally get home, get a shower, get cleaned, and head to bed straight away because my body needs that rest. I then wake up, get your breakfast, clean your face, all that normal stuff that normal people like maybe you do. But then if I have footage of my match, I'll review my match to myself and I'll be like, yeah, I did a good job. I'll hype myself up and then I'll either, pick up some weights or just normal things like maybe going for a run or a jog just to keep, instead of making my body seize up straight after going through something as hard as a match, I'll make sure my body's still working in a fully operative way.
Yeah. Like it's crazy to think that it's like so many people out there that think that wrestlers are just like they don't. It's like a movie. It's like they toss in a stunt double to do what they do, but it's like no, they really do live these lives. And the next day, it's like someone threw them out of a window of a pick. Like they got thrown out of a window. So what kind of food do you eat before like a week of like a show? Like what kind of like prep
I'll
do
eat a
you have?
lot of pasta, definitely pasta. Pasta is one of the best foods you could eat, in my opinion. Like just pasta and cheese, pasta and soup, pasta, cheese and beans, just pasta with anything. Really, really healthy. And then I'll have some salads here and there. Maybe add like some meat, like chicken or turkey or gammon into that mix. And I'll just have like a variation of those type of meals throughout the week.
So, what kind of workouts do you do to prep up for like a show?
Well, obviously, it's important to keep up with your cardio each day, so nothing really changes before like a show. But I've been given this like new workout to do where it's like 50 squats, 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups. At least do it once a day, and eventually you'll be able to do it easy, no work, no commitment, and just build yourself up to that point because you're building more stamina for yourself and such like that.
Yeah. It's like it's crazy to think that like wrestlers, they could be like me or you. They could be in a mall or a movie. They work at the mall or the movie theater, and then Thursday they're already prepping their lunches because if they so a lot of wrestlers. I don't know this about you yet, but you're traveling because you're so young in the wrestling world. Like they prep their lunches and dinners all in a bag. They're ready. They're getting ready to cook everything, and they're prepping their first lunch, their second lunch. So like, have you started traveling, Violet? And if you have, where have you been so far to wrestle?
The furthest place I've travelled for training is a place called Swinton, which is non-stop action wrestling. And they're a newish company. They've been around for at least 2 years now. They've got some really good wrestlers there, some really good people that put in the effort, they try, they always support each other, and it's a really good positive place to be.
Awesome. That it's something like you guys all put your bodies on the line for us for our entertainment. Like most people would say, "Oh, it's just staged, right?" It's like, but no, you guys do it for the love of the sport, and
Yeah.
that's what I
Um,
think is the coolest because like most people that watch wrestling, they never get a chance to hear the other side of the wall. They're always just with the cup against trying to get their inside. But we, as podcasters, we're learning more about this than people think. So, when you travel, is it local food or is it chain food?
it really depends on the area. So, say if there's like maybe like a market stall that's selling sandwiches or something like a sausage roll, I'll pick one of them up. But say we're like in a main town or a main city, it's just easier maybe to go to a Greggs or a Subway and get a sandwich or a pasty from there.
Well, you said Greg's. What is Greg's?
Oh my God, you need to experience Greg's. It's one of the best like chain places ever. They do like sweet stuff, they do cold stuff, they do pasties and everything like that. They do a wide selection of things. They do like even like soup or a porridge, pizza, like they range from everything. They do
Ooh,
chicken,
oh my
good
gosh.
cold sandwiches,
Do they
and
have an
like
Instagram? Because
yeah,
we
yeah, they'll have
definitely
an Instagram.
shout out to
Greg,
George. What's that?
Greg's.
Shout out to Greg's. Hi, I'm Joe Panther the Third. I'm from America. I'm from the East Coast in Pennsylvania. Bring one to PA. Bring one to the East Coast. We need to come to. You need to come to the States. Oh gosh. Um.
Greg's is amazing.
So, out of all their meals on their menu, what is like your favorite thing to grab when you're in a rush?
Pizza. It's always there. They've got loads of types of pizzas, and it's the most cheesiest thing as well. Their
Mm.
cheese is immaculate.
Ooh. Don't tell that to the New York places. Someone will get a little butthurt. Like, Violet, have you ever like thought of going on a family trip to America? And if you have, where would you travel to?
I've not really thought about going international because obviously it's easier to work where you are first and then start expanding. But I have like thought about it obviously when I'm like older. And I think I'd go to Ohio because, like I mentioned before, I know I forgot the name of the place again, but there is a good wrestling place in Ohio that
Yep.
gives opportunities to women.
Yeah.
So I'd probably go to Ohio.
Are you currently watching anything on Netflix?
I've been I've just finished Glow, which came out like a few years ago, and it was amazing. And I've recently I watched about half of the first episode of that new documentary Wrestlers.
I'm up to episode 3. It is amazing.
It From what I've heard from obviously other wrestlers who've watched it, they say if you're a wrestler, you need to watch this.
Yes, it is really good, and you're gonna be jealous. I got a chance to interview Roxy and Sunny.
You're so lucky.
They're both really sweet, and I'll send you both their Instagrams when we're done because they're both sweethearts. They're both dolls. You'll love them
Oh.
both. They're both sweet, and if you message them, uh, either Roxy or California Girl, tell them Joe Panther the Third sent you because that's what we need in this world. The share. I'm the guy. Satellite dish that tells bean 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 sends you off to everywhere else. So so if there was any young male or female that wanted to join the wrestling business, be a manager, a wrestler, a referee, anything in the wrestling world, and they don't know where to turn, what kind of advice would you give them?
The advice I'd give them is, well, first, look around, see what training schools are near you, look at ages. One thing that you've got to be really important for is looking at ages. Some places won't accept you until you're 18, 16. But if you can find places that can accept you underneath that, then I'd go there, seek out for advice, or just message wrestling schools and ask them for advice, because 9 out of 10 wrestling schools will message you back and give you the same advice that I'd give you, which is come down and see if it's for you. If it isn't, at least you know you've tried.
Awesome. Violet, I want to thank you again for coming back on the podcast to help me end the year of 2023 and the season 3 of the Dudes at Ringside podcast. It means a lot to me to have you back on because I am so proud of you, of everything you've done so far in your wrestling career. And I want to wish you nothing but the best of luck on the rest of your journey, of this year and into 2024.
Yeah.
Next year, if you want to come back on the podcast to share more story excitement that you're doing, please let me know. Please DM me. I will let you on immediately. Even could probably work on doing season 4 together, and we'll have some more fun. You'll probably have a belt. Like
Hopefully.
here's all your title magic. You're gonna get some titles. Watch. Well, I'm Joe Panther the Third.
I'm Violet Cypher.
And Loki.
Yep. Hiding
and
away again.
yeah, and we will catch you in the next one. Good night, everybody, or good evening.